Good morning, my name is Miles Dewhurst, running for representative for House District 20. Before I get started, I'd like to thank Bob Gardner, who's here, for being an outstanding representative for our district for so many years. So, thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. Colorado Springs is my hometown. I spent over 30 years of my life here, 18 of those years in District 20. And my wife, Lori, here, 30 years of marriage. We have 3 daughters. When I was in college, Republicans, I had the opportunity to serve as an intern in the White House in the Reagan administration. So I went to Washington, I did that, graduated, went back and worked in the Department of Interior and Department of Justice. And through that experience, I learned what conservatism really means in government. Small, smarter government, free enterprise, power to the states. I mean, those were the missions of the Reagan administration. Taking those concepts, those conservative values with me throughout my life. I'm a job creator. I have started a firm from ground zero and employ almost 30 people full-time now. I've practiced law in the state of Colorado for 26 years. I've fought for my business and individual clients throughout our court system and throughout the entire state. So I plan on bringing those aggressive representations to the legislature. I've drafted legislation. I've testified before committees. I understand how statutes work in the real world when we do draft those laws. I understand where laws are not effective and in the real world need to be repealed. I've served on the board with Goodwill Foundation for the disabled. I've worked as chairman for the Big Brothers Big Sisters in our community, and I will be guided by 2 questions. Does this legislation make you more free? Does this legislation empower you as an individual? So I ask for your support for Representative House District 20, and thank you for being here. Thank you.
I'm Terry Carver, and I'm the best candidate to represent House District 20 and our Republican values. First, I have experience in working on legislation. I worked for Congresswoman Virginia Smith during the Reagan Revolution. I worked on legislation to implement the conservative values of free enterprise, personal responsibility, and limited government. Second, I understand how government works. For 10 years, I worked in Air Force Space Command, and I fought federal and state regulatory agencies that impose burdensome requirements on our military missions. Through my efforts, I saved the taxpayers millions of dollars. I am committed to reducing government interference in our lives, and I know how to get it done. Next, I am committed to public service. I'm a retired Air Force colonel with 29 years of service to my country. Thank you. Finally, I am a constitutional conservative. But I don't just say the words, I take action. Last year, I testified against the same-day voter registration bill, which undermined election integrity and our constitutional right to vote. On the recall of John Morris, I walked precincts, made phone calls, gave money, because there needs to be a message sent to elected officials that violate our constitutional rights. There is a price to be paid, including when you violate our Second Amendment right to bear arms. So, I am ready to be an effective legislator on day one. I am committed to protecting our Constitution, fiscal responsibility, economic and personal freedom. And I ask for your support to be the Republican candidate for House District 20. Thank you.
My name is Mark Rollick, and I prepare, but I never know what I'm going to say. I'm standing here and I'm looking at this audience of incredible people that are so involved in the process. I spent a lot of time in the Soviet Union. I lived in the Soviet Union. And sometimes it just overwhelms me what this country is. And that experience gave me such a deep appreciation for what we have. And I don't want to lose it. And for the past I grew up in Philadelphia near Independence Hall. I walked the fields of Valley Forge in the winter. At 19, I moved out to the West. I became a firefighter on the crew that fought fires throughout the West. I then became a high mountain wilderness ranger. So the love of the West and the spirit here is very dear to me. And I don't want to lose that either. For the past 4 years in Colorado, I've done anything that would move forward conservative values. I testified in committees. I testified against SB 200. I testified on other bills in committee and in legislative hearings. I walked precincts as well for the recalls. I was a poll watcher in recounts also down in Pueblo for the Angela Perón effort. So everything I've done these past 4 years is to preserve that liberty that I have incredible passion for. Thank you.